Hey, do you get the feeling our class just received an emergency system update today?
If you're referring to that math test that challenges all human limits, then yes, I just got a system notification. Intelligence insufficient to proceed.
No, I mean the new girl who just transferred. The whole class froze this morning like someone hit the pause button on the universe.
Ah, that astronomical phenomenon. I thought the AC was broken and everyone just underwent collective fossilization.
Stop pretending. You stared even longer than I did. I was counting.
I was just conducting scientific research. Think of it as documenting a natural phenomenon that hasn't been classified yet.
How rare was it?
Rare enough that the moment she walked in, before she even said a word, the whole room automatically sat up straight like a surprise inspection from the Board of Education.
Spot on! Usually, during homeroom, our class is as loud as a closing market, but today it was so quiet you could hear a pen drop in the back corner.
I could even hear the heartbeat of the guy sitting behind me, and I didn't need a stethoscope.
So, how was your heart doing then?
It was beating, but purely out of fear of being called to the board. Nothing to do with the new girl. Absolutely nothing.
That sounds very convincing.
So, what did you think of her?
I think she has a very strange vibe.
Strange how? Like she's from another planet?
No, just incredibly chill. As if the apocalypse could be happening outside and she'd still be as calm as if she were sipping afternoon tea in her garden.
Yeah, I noticed that too. She listened to the lecture like she was enjoying a travel podcast, zero stress.
Meanwhile, we listen to lectures like we're undergoing an FBI interrogation.
True. When the teacher explains things, I always feel like I'm decoding a cryptic message from outer space.
Did you catch the way she introduced herself?
Hi everyone, I just moved here. Hope to get to know you all. Brief, no trembling, no stuttering. Smooth as a teleprompter.
Exactly! None of the shaking we had on our first day. I almost forgot my own name back then.
What did you end up saying?
I just stood there like, I am, and then I glitched. 3 seconds of the most painful silence of my life.
The whole class probably thought you were buffering.
Alex, shut up.
But you have to admit, the new girl has serious main character energy.
What kind of aura is that?
Like the lead in a Korean high school drama. The moment she walks through the door, background music starts, the lights adjust their angle, and the wind automatically blows through her hair.
So, what does that make us in this movie?
The funny side characters we appear for background noise, say something occasionally hilarious, and then quietly vanish off screen.
That sounds both heartbreaking and incredibly accurate.
But it's also realistic.
Did you notice the guys acting unusually today?
If by unusually you mean volunteering to clean the board, sweep the floor, and racing to answer the teacher's questions, then yes, I was thinking of calling the hotline to report a strange phenomenon.
Normally, if they're asked to go to the board, they suddenly have urgent personal business.
Today, they were fighting for spots like they were queuing for idol concert tickets.
All because of one new person.
This level of influence really deserves a serious case study.
And what about the girls?
Just as lively. I saw the girls in the front constantly fixing their hair like they were filming a high-end shampoo commercial.
Yeah, suddenly everyone upgraded themselves to professional image mode.
How about you?
Me, I'm still the same as always.
Well, that's good.
What do you mean by that?
At least you didn't lose your original signal.
Care to explain that further?
Meaning you didn't try to turn into a different version of yourself just because a stranger walked into the room.
When you put it that way, it makes sense.
But actually, I noticed she doesn't try to stand out at all.
Exactly. And it's that lack of trying that makes her stand out more than anyone else.
This paradox is quite fascinating from a sociological standpoint.
Like, the less you try to attract attention, the stronger the attraction becomes.
It's like you and food.
Excuse me?
You don't try to eat much, yet every plate is empty first.
Alex.
Just kidding, my bad.
You really are a first-class mood killer.
But seriously, are you curious about her?
Of course, anyone who witnessed that entrance and isn't curious would be the weird one.
Curious about what, specifically?
For example, why transfer mid-term? Where did she study before? What's her personality like beyond that super calm vibe?
And does she have a boyfriend?
Hey,
I'm just saying out loud what 90% of the class is thinking.
you truly don't have a single subtle bone in your body,
Subtlety doesn't help me pass my classes.
but at least it keeps you from getting re-educated outside the school gates.
Oh, I should probably make a note of that point.
Anyway, I find her interesting in a very different way.
Agreed.
I just hope our class doesn't turn into an 1-8-episode drama because of this.
With the emotional instability index of our class,
Yeah.
I'd say the probability of that is very high.
Oh boy.
Get the popcorn ready. A new character usually brings a plot twist no one can predict.
You sound exactly like a cable TV drama narrator.
Who knows, maybe I'm writing the script right now.
If so, I just hope I'm not the victim framed for no apparent reason.
Don't worry,
Why don't worry?
because history shows you're usually the one starting things, not the one suffering the consequences.
Alex.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
But still,
But still,
I still feel something. A bit restless, but in a fun way.
me too.
A little disruption is sometimes what keeps things from getting too dull.
True, as long as it doesn't escalate into a class-wide disaster.
Now you're making me actually worried.
A little worry never hurt anyone. But,
But what?
at least from now on, we have a new topic to chat about, over coffee. No more sitting here awkwardly, with nothing to say.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I have more data to continue my research on unclassified phenomena.
You still haven't given up that way of speaking?
I can't. It sounds very academically profound.
While I think it sounds very systematically obnoxious,
Two perspectives, one reality.
whatever, just drink your coffee, professor of research in fields no one asked for.
Yes, Dean of the Department of Judging Everything.
Hey, after observing your unclassified phenomenon, I've reached a conclusion.
That tone smells like trouble. Just spit it out.
A person's aesthetic taste is truly something that cannot be predicted by any formula.
Oh, suddenly getting philosophical? Or are you just taking a detour to attack me?
No detour needed. I'll say it straight. Your taste falls under the needs further research category.
Is it needs research or uniquely irreproducible? Choose your words carefully.
Unique in the sense that people look at it and need more time to understand the intent.
Even better, I have no desire to blend into the crowd.
But sometimes the crowd isn't wrong, you know?
The crowd also collectively applauded those legendary eyesores hairstyles from a few years back. I have photographic evidence.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
So, where exactly does my taste need research?
Prime example. The other day I asked about your style, and you said as long as it's comfortable.
Very true to the spirit of it.
But comfortable by your definition is a shirt 2 sizes too big and pants that are currently divorcing your dignity.
Hey, that's proper street style, okay?
Street style from a decade that doesn't have a name yet.
Still better than your style.
Oh? What's wrong with my style?
You coordinate outfits, like every piece has its own story, but the stories have no idea each other exist.
That's called non-linear creative thinking.
I call it bravery bordering on recklessness.
At least I dare to try new things.
True, you try things that make everyone around you stop and think.
Think about what?
Is this art or an accident?
You really are.
But honestly, aesthetic taste is so personal that no one has the right to judge it absolutely.
True, like what happened today.
You mean?
Half the class praised the new girl for being beautifully gentle, sophisticated, and minimalist.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But others said she was plain, nothing special.
They aren't necessarily wrong either.
See? The same person, yet two completely opposite sets of reviews.
That's because everyone sees through their own personal filter.
Filter?
Yeah. Experiences, preferences, memories, habits, it all adds up to create what we call taste.
You sound like you're preparing for a social psychology presentation.
I'm just trying to build an argument to defend my taste from being wrongfully convicted.
The only solid argument is still, I like what I like.
And that is an irrefutable foundation.
Fair point.
How about you? How would you sum up your taste?
I like things with their own personality.
Be more specific.
It doesn't have to be perfect by the book, but it has to have something that only it possesses.
It sounds like you're describing a person rather than an object.
Well, aesthetic taste isn't just about clothes or furniture.
True, we're broadening the scope now.
For example, I'm not a fan of the flawless look.
Meaning?
Everything is right. Everything is pretty. Everything meets every standard. But once you look at it, nothing sticks in your head.
Like a sample essay in a textbook.
Exactly. You read it and keep nodding, but the moment you close the book, you forget it all.
So what about the new girl?
She is in an interesting middle ground.
Middle ground?
Not so bright that she's blinding, but not at all fading from memory.
Like it looks normal at first, but the second time, there's something unexplainable about it.
Exactly.
That's what's actually dangerous.
Dangerous?
Because it plants itself in people's minds before they realize it, making them wonder forever.
You're playing the scientist role again.
This time, I'm a behavioral analyst. There's a difference.
I think you're a producer of theories no one ordered.
Not entirely wrong.
But let me tell you something honestly.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I think aesthetic taste isn't fixed. It drifts over time.
Definitely.
Back in 7th grade, I used to love things that were extremely girly and glittery.
And now?
I still like it, but I've gone through a filter phase. It's been upgraded.
It's called aesthetic evolution.
And you?
Me? I'm still standing firm with my comfort is king philosophy.
Which means you haven't evolved a single step.
No, it means I've reached a state of sustainable stability.
That sounds like a very professional excuse.
Well, I am making an excuse, but it's a logical one.
At least you admit it.
Honesty is my core quality.
But
But again,
what if your taste suddenly mutates one day?
then I'll go buy some new clothes. Simple as that.
Just like that?
Yeah, life is complicated enough. No need to let aesthetic taste join in and make it messier.
That sounds suspiciously reasonable.
What about you? What if your taste changes?
I'll bravely try more directions.
Careful, not to get too reckless to control.
Better than staying in one spot and complaining that fashion trends left me behind.
I can't argue with that point.
In short, everyone has their own taste, their own universe.
And sometimes those two universes somehow collide.
Like us?
Exactly.
And yet here we are, chatting for nearly an hour.
That is the wonder of this century.
Or maybe the coffee here is so good that no one wants to leave?
No, it's because my endurance has reached master level.
Alex,
Just kidding.
you really are.
But seriously, being different isn't always a problem.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's exactly those differences that keep everything from being boring as hell.
like today?
A new girl, a bunch of messy observations, and two of us sitting here arguing about aesthetics instead of doing our homework.
Looking back, it's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
It's just,
Just what now?
I still haven't been able to decode your taste after all this time.
That's perfectly fine.
Why is it fine?
Because I'm also in the middle of a long-term study of your taste and haven't reached a conclusion. Draw?
Draw.
See, everything can be resolved with one word.
Yeah, so simple it's suspicious.
But practically effective.
All right then, I'll accept this verdict for now.
Thank you, Dean of the Department of Judging Everything.
You're welcome, Professor of Parallel Universe Fashion.
Fair enough. I can live with that title.